Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Just going to do a really quick wheel build video. Got a new rim here. I'm going to build into a new front wheel for a friend's bike. Just wanted something pretty cheap, light and stiff, and this is actually a new profile from Farsports. It's 35mm deep and 26mm wide. It's tubeless ready. We're not going to use it tubeless. And just wanted to show it off because it's markedly nicer cosmetically than the Farsports rims I bought a couple of years ago. So the cosmetic layer, the UD on top, looks like flawless, and the satin kind of clear coat they've given it is really nice. And the braking track, they're using like a very pronounced 3K weave on there, and it's kind of like got this marbled effect. I'll have a look at it in a minute. It's got this like marbled effect to the resin, whether that's an additive in the resin they put in there for some sort of heat properties, I'm not sure, or it might just be a mistake, I don't know. But yeah, the finish of it and the quality is really good. They've put a bit of land around the valve hole to kind of give that a flat edge for the lock nut of the tubeless valve to sit against, which is a nice touch. They've kind of copied Envy, I guess. But they are still drilling the spoke holes. They're not in moulded, they are drilled spoke holes, but the quality looks really good. Can't see any fibres that have been pushed through like I have seen before on their older stuff. Never been a problem, but I have seen it, and yeah, the quality just looks really good. So we're going to build this up with a Hope RS4 road hub, quick release, 20 holes, absolutely bomb proof, can't go wrong with that. Big bearings, big axle, not the lightest, but yeah, you're never going to have problems with a Hope hub, are you? And they're pretty big flanges on there, and the spokes are definitely not going to pull through those flanges, even raced radially, which puts the flange under more stress than crossed. And we've got Sapim CX-Ray spokes and Sapim Sills black nipples. I think these nipples are aluminium. I would pick brass, but they're a little bit lighter. But you know, the Sapim, they're anodised pretty well. They should last a fair while. So I'll build it up, see how quickly I can build it up. Not built a wheel for a while, but it's radial, so rim brake, it'll be a piece of piss to do. But it's all in the preparation. You know, a monkey could do it. So grease the spokes, grease the nipples. You can't really go wrong apart from that. Build up tension evenly. Yeah, it should be pretty simple. I'm going to build it in the bike, so no shoring stand needed. Cool. So a little look at the finish here. It's pretty nice. Nice braking track. Not textured like a Zip or Envy, but I've used them in the dry. At least they work pretty well. Yeah, nice finish all round actually. Inside, obviously, you've got the central channel for tubeless if you want to do that. I'm not going to get into the debate of road tubeless again, but I'm not using it. Yeah, really nice. So let's see if we can see any fibres that have been pushed through by the drilling process. See if I can get a torch in there. Right. See if we can get in there. This is very difficult to do. There we are. I've got a torch on the end of my finger, a bike light on the end of my finger, and I don't know if you can quite see that, but the finish in there is absolutely impeccable actually. I've not seen a rim as good as that. A carbon rim as good as that. There's no fibres. The laminate is super uniform, and there's no resin wrinkles from the bag. I don't know if they're still using bags or foam core in this or something like EPS process, but it's really difficult to see. But there's no fibres pushed through. Let's try the valve hole. And it's really difficult for me to get the light in there and keep the camera out of the way. But you'll have to take my word for it. There's no loose fibres in there at all. It's really clean. So there we go, all built. Just going to give it a final true. Put the tyre on and inflate it to about 100 psi, because you do find that all the spoke tensions reduce as soon as you inflate a tyre. So you need to build the wheel with the tyre on and the tyre inflated to a decent pressure to get the right spoke tensions. If you build it without the tyre at the pressure, when you put the tyre on and pump it up, your spoke tensions come down quite a lot. And the shallower the rim, the lower the bending stiffness of the rim, and it will come down even more. So if you have a really thin aluminium box section rim, and then you put the tyre on and pump it up, spoke tensions will come down a lot more than if they would if you had a very stiff, deep section carbon rim. But yeah, I always put the tyre on, pump up, and then do a final true and check all the spoke tensions. Going to put about 100 kilos in each spoke. But yeah, it came into true really easy, which tells me that the tolerances of the drillings and the position of the drillings with respect to the centre line is really good. So yeah, really impressed, actually quite jealous, thinking about building myself up a set now of these super light, because they're really light. But yeah, great quality finish, can't fault them.
Makes the stuff of legends. 4:29 back in this pink jersey group from the lead of the race. Movistar had ridden fantastically well. Vincenzo Nibali, ambitious as ever, looking to try and fight, but the prey is still alive. Hugh Carthy